1-800 blow your mind. Big wheels in the front, they some big toys. 2025 is the year of the it boy. Got a little money, yeah, got a little Bitcoin. She making me real coy. Never stoop too low, I don't sip Dunkin'. Quite nice top, I ain't talking no muffin. On a first date, say trauma dumping. Blah, 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 like something. 1 pump, 2 pump, 3 pump. Wait, she working that shit, she left me comatose. 3 + 6 is 9, this baby ain't talking about tic-tac-toe. She a little freak, I guess I'm an animal. Yeah, two-stepping like Cotton Eye Joe. Still on that 1-800, hit me up for a good time. My shit bonds till it push me out of line. You can't spell my name without the $sign. Rainbow money, take whatever, yes, I'm colorblind. It's that 1-800, hit my line. Let me 1-800 blow your mind. Yeah, dick real deadly, do little damage. Got like 20 children in cannon. Fuck unsexy, snap like sandwich. Hit a double threesome, ride a tandem. Got good DNA, shawty thick, got TNA. I'm making moves, no POA. Ain't busting quick, no ETA. It's either she or maybe her. I cannot pick. I got that roly-poly-oly. It go tick. I'm at the Nino playing blackjack, always hit. If baby's broke, he's only doing it for that bit. Still on that 1-800, hit me up for a good time. My shit bonds till it push me out of line. You can't spell my name without the $sign. Rainbow money, take whatever, yes, I'm colorblind. It's that 1-800, hit my line. Let me 1-800 blow your mind.
I'll bet everything that I got. Ain't nobody taking my spot. Hey, I'll bet everything that I got. Ain't nobody taking my spot. I just hit the jackpot. I want you buying for me. I want you. I just hit the jackpot. I want you fighting for me. And when you
Fuga, the block's hot like Sakuna, the Shibuya. Watch it, talking to the but to get you dropped, cause this guy don't do gloves. More green to see the what the scene of them in the winds when I walk in, I got the cheat code. Feeling kinda lucky you ducking me in the scene. So get off my balls, but this ain't pachinko.
Wait a minute.
Hi guys. You can't see me yet. Wait. The song is so good. Hi. You can see me in the little corner. Hi everybody. Hello. I'm in a silly, goofy mood. Welcome to the stream. It is Tuesday. What the heck? It is July 7th. And guess what? Did you see the crash out I had yesterday where I was like, I'm never getting into streaming university? Well, guess what? I didn't get in. But now we're talking about fashion, which is amazing. That is what I'm here for. If you're new, I do sustainable fashion news every freaking Tuesday. And today we're talking about a bunch of different things. I'll be here from 7 p.m. Central Time until 10 p.m. Central Time. So 3 hours, maybe more. I already had my crash out for the day, so I don't have to do it on stream. I ate. We're chilling today, so hopefully you guys get a good stream. Everybody is going live right now, but we're gonna ignore that. Me and my five viewers on Twitch against the world. No. But if you guys don't know how this works, basically I operate under this Canva. I have incredible ADHD, so this is what controls my mind during the stream. And basically it just helps me go through the news. So we're going to talk about Louis Vuitton, how they had... Wait, this was last week's. This was last week's one. This is not the right one. Okay, it's right here. No freakouts. Sorry if I just damaged your ear. I did just yell. Okay, we're going to talk about the Hello Kitty shoes. I'm a sucker for Hello Kitty. If you look at my room, my goodness. And then we're going to talk about how France recently passed a law that penalizes Shein for its operations in the country. If you're not aware, France hates Shein, hates fast fashion, wants to restore its local luxury fashion industry because that's their legacy. That's what they've been known for. And Shein was like, oh, so France, you want to like actually do something in your country. Let me make our first in real life store in France. If you are or are not aware, Shein is typically online. You buy from their store in the online store, I mean. So it's like never a physical situation. Sorry, I got distracted. I was trying to move my camera. I was trying to be so cool with moving the camera and it didn't work. And I stuttered. So now I had to point it out. Anyways, so if you know about Shein, it's basically like an online marketplace. My voice, okay. It's an online marketplace. And they don't really have any real life stores. So Shein being as insidious and awful as they are, aka fast fashion, aka evil randos, we're like, oh, France hates us, so let's make a store. Our first IRL store in France. And then France was like, bro, what the heck are you doing? And Shein made their first IRL store in a really historical building. So that like was also another dagger in France's heart. So this has been circulating, this little drama between Shein and France. And it seems like France finally won. So we're going to get into that. I'm going to give you a little preview of other things I'm talking about, like how Sri Lanka had their first sustainable fashion show ever, which is amazing. I love global efforts. And then we're going to talk about how a major designer has revealed a personal archive. Amazing. We're going to look at some other stuff like with the Wimbledon outfits that have been coming out. Guys, I can't talk. The air conditioner like congested my voice all of a sudden. I'm a professional. Okay, don't judge me. I'm a professional streamer. I legit am professional. Anyways. And then we're going to look at the Chanel Couture teaser that came out today. Exciting. And then discovering new sustainable fashion designers. This one will be on the next series of Project Runway. So exciting. So we'll get a sneak peek of her. I will want to support her. I will want to watch Project Runway because of her. Watch some videos and then learn about axolotls. So it's gonna be a long freaking stream. There's gonna be a variety of things. Yes, okay. And then what else? I don't know. I don't want to show you everything, guys. I don't have to show you everything, do I? Zara will be in Chicago maybe, but yes, that is what is going to happen today for the next couple of hours. But I do want to first start off with personal news. As you can or cannot hear from my voice, I'm a bit congested. The air conditioning is a blessing and a curse. It's made me sick overnight. So I am sickly, and I think my plans to stream until 10 has been ruined because I am just all of a sudden really sick right now. I wasn't sick before I got on live. I was sitting here for a while and I was fine, but I think just talking got something going. So I can definitely feel myself wanting to vomit. Or maybe I'm just nervous. But yesterday, to recap, I streamed my short reaction to Streamer University acceptances, hosted by Kai Sanat, who hasn't gone live for 9 months. I'm sure you're aware of this if you're watching me, because you do not live under a streaming rock. I had to jump off, though, at 9 p.m., and that's when they were just getting done with the professors and the campus police people. And they were, like, getting into the student section. And I applied to Streamer University knowing full well that I was not going to get accepted. So I was kind of glad to jump off because I was already in a very pissy mood. I hate getting rejected with my entire being, with my entire life. So, like, it just was, like, digging at me in a different way than, like, usual, because I don't like to admit it, but, like, I'm very, like, perfectionist and hard on myself. So, like, when I know that I'm not able to get something that I feel like I've been working hard at, it's like someone is digging something into my heart, and I don't know how to get that feeling out of my heart. You know what I mean? It was just bothering me, and I started to hate Kai, and I was like, I hate the system, and I hate the game, and I hate everything about this. But I was just like jealous. I was just kind of like mad because I knew I wasn't gonna get in, essentially. But it was like super cool seeing everyone's reactions. Not only the people that did get in, but didn't get in. There was a lot of talented streamers that have been in the industry forever who didn't get in and who applied. And there was a lot of like newer streamers. Sorry, I got sick all of a sudden. Who like had relentless hope in the whole process. Like they kept watching and wishing that they got a spot, and like it was like hours upon hours upon hours of waiting. Like the stream, Kai's stream, went on until like 12:30 a.m. and I had to wake up today at what time did I wake up? 6:30 to go to work. Uh-oh, I fear I started off strong. I'm gonna push through. I don't care if I'm sick. I don't care. I don't care. Please. I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm not sick at all. I can talk perfectly. Anyways, so it was just really nice to see everyone really be so excited to possibly have a chance. And I got a lot of predictions right. Let me pull up my predictions. Here. I have a whole document that I made of people that could possibly get in, right? And I got a lot of them right. So I'm impressed with myself. I can read a room. And by room, I mean Twitch rooms, and I mean Twitch spaces and how they operate. Dude, if I wanted to play the game, I could play it so good. I'm not going to, though. Okay, let's see. Okay. Can you, like, share the thing? Oh, shoot. My setup. Okay, here you go. This is the predictions that I had going on. Oh my god, everybody is going live right now from Streaming University. I followed everybody that got in, and they're all going live right now. It's 7 p.m. Central Time, the worst time ever. I don't care. I'm still gonna stream right now. I got out of work at like at 5 today. I don't have any other time. If you're like a full-time streamer and you decide to go on right now when you could have streamed any other time, shame on you. Well, it kind of makes sense because everybody's out of work, and like that's when they know they're gonna like be able to entertain people. Okay, anyways, so these were my predictions. So I predicted Maya was gonna get in. I was right. I predicted Cinna was gonna get in. I was right with that one. I predicted Adapt was gonna get in. I was right with that one. So good predictions on this. Extra Emily, I thought she was gonna be a professor again. She sadly didn't get in again as a professor. Maybe she'll be an alumni. Cutie, I swore she was gonna be in. She's like the queen of streaming, I feel like. She didn't, but Ludwig did, her boyfriend. I swore Mr. Beast was gonna be involved some way. Nope. Wendy as professor again. Nope. She literally had 50,000 people watching her stream yesterday while she was reacting to Streamer University, and she still didn't get in as a professor. Maybe she'll be an alumni because last year she was just a student. And I was so wrong with all the club directors, but one of them that I did get right for that is Yana. Yana got a full ride, and I predicted she was going to be like drama / theater, and she became dance director. So I got that one right. For campus police, I got them all wrong. I literally thought Arky was going to get in some way yesterday, but again, he was a student last year, so I think he's going to be alumni. He's going to be a surprise feature. I definitely think Arky and Extra Emily will be a surprise alumni, as well with Primate Page, who was also a student last year. For student, I got Bonnie right. Bonnie got in. She's super cool. She loves fashion. For students, I predicted Benji Chavez. He also got in. And then I predicted Crystal Izaguirre. I don't know how to say her last name. She's on Kick / TikTok. She has collaborated with Benji and Wendy in the past. So I was like, okay, this is a good prediction. And they got in. So I feel like I did pretty good. I think I did pretty good for my predictions, to be totally honest with you. But yeah, I had to jump off at 9. And then I was watching it afterwards by myself. I am definitely sick. I'm pushing through, guys. If I sound weird today or if my voice is off, I'm like, I literally can't talk. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. So this is gonna be a test for myself, like my will to stream. But yeah, I was literally in the kitchen just watching people stream their reactions, and I was like, holy shoot, like everybody is like hoping to get in. And I could have gone back online and like watched it. I watched the reaction. I could have watched it, shared my reactions, but I'm just happy that Benji made it. I can pull up a clip of him getting in. Maybe the stream is like easy to pull up. I don't know if anyone clipped him. I was just like so busy enjoying the moment that I was like, I don't want a freaking clip right now. I really don't chat much or like interact much with a lot of streamers. It's very rare if I do. It's for like literally the same people that I interact with typically. But yeah, Benji is like such a favorite of mine. Like I've talked about him in my past, but he used to be a TikToker. He would do TikTok live streams. And then he transitioned over to Twitch when Wendy transitioned over to Twitch, and I was one of his first followers. But yeah, basically he's friends with Wendy Ortiz, the twins. Basically, he followed them onto Twitch to have a chance to make money off of content. Really locked in. His cameraman is his brother. Got him out of like fruit picking, basically. And he applied to Streamer University after seeing Wendy be a student last year, and he was like, let me try it. He made a banger application video, and then he got in. I think this is his reaction.
guys, I'm sorry. Let me go back to watching the reactions.
Oh no.
Ooh, isn't it crazy, guys? I'm in.
Okay, that's him post acceptance. That's a wrong clip. What's a good clip?
Alex, I promise you I'll buy you a birthday gift.
Okay.
I'm so happy right now, so I'll.
And this weird fucking stuff that was so weird, bro. And
Oh, sorry, I got a hot
Yeah,
Cheeto stuck
like-
in my throat.
I just had to tell y'all to stop doing that, bro. Please, stop doing that, bro. Can we just stop all the weird narratives that's being pinned on everybody around me? It's just very unfortunate, bro. Honestly.
This is not it. Okay, what is happening? Where's the clips at? I am so sorry.
Alex, I promise you I'll buy you a birthday gift. I'm so happy right now, so I'll fucking buy you.
What is happening? Okay, here it is.
Love you, King. I'm so happy. I'm so happy too, guys. Fuck, I did not have hope. I did not think I was gonna make it. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna make it. There's so many people. There's so much.
No! Where's the reaction? I'm sorry, I broke your ear. Dude, where's the oh, yo,
Alex, I promise you
what
I'll
did
buy you
y'all
a birthday
clip?
gift. I'm so happy right now, so.
What did y'all clip? These are the worst clippers ever, bro. No one got the fucking reaction. Someone, where is it? Dude, no one clipped it right. This is annoying. Dude, this is fucking annoying. Okay, let's see. Is it this one?
Okay, now we gotta make sure all my other friends make it. We're waiting for.
Holy shoe-doodles. Okay, no one clipped it. That's fine. Anyways, so I think you get like who he is now based on those clips. I was just so happy for him. I was so freaking happy for him. And like my plan, if I was to get accepted, was to play "Cry for Me" / "Jackpot" by Iron Mouse. It's a collaboration. And I was just gonna dance, but like because I jumped off at 9, I couldn't. The plan got ruined. You know what I mean? I had to go pick up my brother. That's why I was low-key crashing out yesterday. I was like, dang, I want to react to this, but I have to go pick up my brother because I'm working class. So let's say if I had been accepted, my plan of like dancing to "Cry to Me" / "Jackpot" would have been ruined. So when I came back after picking him up, I was in my kitchen just watching the stream for hours. I was like, fuck, if I was locked in, I'd be watching this on stream, but I wasn't. I couldn't jump back on. I didn't feel like I would be in the proper headspace, but that's literally what I was going through yesterday. And then today I was at work all day because I was really tired and nothing really happened. And now I'm here. My life is really boring. I'm just like a normal person. But I'm just like really passionate about talking about sustainability, like environmentalism, as I sound like someone that smokes. I sound like I smoke. Why do I sound like this? Ew. Can I check the audio? I bet I sound so nasty. I already know I do. Where am I? Why am I sick? Am I not even live on YouTube? Oh, yeah, I am. Okay, I actually sound decent. Also, the lighting needs to get better. I have like 2 things of lighting on me, and it's still dark in the camera. I literally am flashbanged right now by 2 freaking lighting systems, and I need another one. So I think I'm going to put another lighting system in the front of me so that the lighting comes down this way, because it just looks so dark on my phone. I'm sorry it looks like that. I'm legit being blinded right now. But I will get further blinded for you guys. It's okay. All right. So to get started, my plans is to do more IRL streams. So today I was trying to figure out my cell phone plan. I legit have 3 phone plans right now. 3 phone plans. And I was trying to transfer over my phone number that I've had for 9 years to the new phone plan that I want, which will essentially be my streaming phone. And I need like a IPN phone. I need so much numbers. I just need so much numbers that I don't even know like what they mean to like transfer over a phone number to a new plan. I was on Reddit for hours today at work because I can have my laptop on during work. I was so confused, but I'm legit trying to transfer over my old phones into new phones. I have a plan to buy another new phone so that everything is kind of like the same, but like newer. So like the same phone number, but on a newer phone plan, and newer phone, if that makes sense. So there's this really good option that I've unlocked that has unlimited data, unlimited text, has a really good hotspot plan. And because I'm going to be streaming, I need like not only one, but 2 sources of hotspots and like data. So, yeah, that is being worked on. I was just looking up pins, looking up cell phone plans, trying to figure out like what would be a good way to like stream every day so that it's entertaining. Because I don't just want to be a PC streamer, like a desktop streamer. I want to do IRL streams. I love matcha. I love Goodwills. I love just like adventures. I just need to get over my perfectionism and like figure out the cell phone plan. I've been talking about this for months, but I didn't have a job months ago. But yeah, this is literally my vibes. Like at 6:30, right when I get out of work, I'm going to like drive over to Goodwill and we're just going to have fun. And technically I can go live in Goodwill because I have Wi-Fi. I could manifest my inner extra Emily and be like, yo, what's the Wi-Fi? But last time I checked, the Goodwills that I have gone to, they have like the free automatic Wi-Fi for Goodwill stores, like general Goodwill stores. And then at the bins, I also got free Wi-Fi. So I'm not sure if that's like enough for me to stream, because I could do that on my newer phone that still doesn't have the cell phone plan set into it. So I'm thinking maybe I can do it sooner than later, but it would just be Goodwill IRLs for now as I figure out the cell phone plan, which will probably take a while because I don't know the pins. I don't know like how to transfer anything. So yeah, maybe I should test it, but like you would have to see me test it, and I don't want to test something that's imperfect. But I could just like wander around and talk to you guys while I'm like figuring out how to like stream in a Goodwill store on their Wi-Fi, and we can like look around the store. I don't know. I think that could be a good start to IRL streams. That would legit be my first IRL stream. That's scary, but we're working towards it. But it's definitely possible by basically this week if I just connect to their Wi-Fi and try it. It's just I'm scared. It could be this Friday. It could be tomorrow. We could be thrifting together, but I'm a scaredy kitty. I'm just a scaredy kitty. Talking about kitties, I love Hello Kitty. So we're going to change the topic. I'm a scaredy kitty. Yeah. So I love Hello Kitty, okay? And I see products very often in conjunction with Hello Kitty, and I'm like, I must have it. But do I need it? No, I don't need the women's Nike Zoom's Vomero 5 aluminum Hello Kitty collab. I don't need it. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to research it, and we're going to understand it. Because that's what we do here. We learn. Also, I didn't introduce the stream today, but basically my aim is to like just talk about what's going on in sustainable fashion, environmentalism, blah, 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 so we can learn together. I'm not an expert. I don't aim to be an expert. I just really want us to be informed and kind of like process things together, ask questions, have fun. I also lose my attention span. I have a really bad attention span, so like I think it's a great way to like just help me lock in to like concentrate to learn stuff. So it's self-serving, but it helps other people. Helps me know about news, and it helps you guys know about the news. How about that? How about that?
We believe the most
Why is there commercials? My brother was trying to talk to me about soccer today, and I was like, I don't understand soccer. I don't know what you guys are saying. I don't know about goalies. I don't know about defenses, about Hail Marys. Like, I genuinely don't understand why everyone is fighting over a ball. I'm so sorry, but like, there's millions in production. I don't get it. I don't get it. Whoa. Wait, those don't really look like Hello Kitty shoes. $170? Where's Hello Kitty at? I don't see the Hello Kitty part of it. Hello Kitty's not even blue. Wait, what is that logo? Hello Kitty is not blue. Sus. This is sus vibes. This is sussy. For surezies. What is this? Would you spend $170 for this? I don't like this at all. Did they just edit? They literally edited a photo to make it look like it's a video. Is this AI? Dude, is this it? Vomero 5. They're so chunky. You know, if you wore those in high school back in the 2000s, when did I go to school? 2010, you would be bullied. If she wore those in 2010 in high school or middle school, she'd be the bullied one. Now they're in style. Fashion is so weird. I fear I had those in middle school. And you know how I didn't get bullied? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how I didn't get bullied. I guess I was just nice. And I was very, like, princess coded because my mom would always put me in dresses and, like, do my hair. And I had a very neurotypical look to me. I didn't act sussy, but I definitely was on the sussy vibes. What are we paying when we pay $170 for shoes? But I think this is like using Hello Kitty as a way to make money off of a basic Vomero shoe. It's not that exciting now that I look into it. Dang. They almost got me though. But we're going to get into important news. I really want to dig into this. So basically, the French Parliament passed the fast fashion bill targeting Shein and Temu. So let us look into this. I am not dying. I'm very much alive. Today has been a very much alive day. I feel so full of life. I feel like as if I have slept more than 6 hours. Okay, French Parliament passes fast fashion bill targeting Shein and Temu by France 24. So it says French senators on Monday. Was it this Monday? When was this published? June 29th. So last week. French senators passed a revised anti-fast fashion bill targeting e-commerce platforms Shein, Temu, and AliExpress after years of debate over how to bring the measure in line with EU regulations. So easy to order and replace, fast fashion items contribute to pollution from the textile industry, which accounts for nearly 10% of global greenhouse gas emissions. The Senate passed the bill Monday after the lower house National Assembly did last week. So there's been a process, guys. There's been a process. So what does this law mean? It imposes a per item fee for producing textile in mass that will increase over time and ban on advertising for ultra fast fashion brands, including by social media influencers. Lawmakers hope to rein in Asian e-commerce companies that have exploded in popularity in France in recent years. They're trying to control they're trying to control Shein in France, basically. Trade Minister Serge last week said the bill would target the main players, including 3 companies, which he said are driving the surge in ultra-fast fashion. Their names, which were still known 3 years ago, are now on everyone's lips in France. Temu, Shein, and AliExpress, he said at the time. But some have criticized the legislation for sparing European and French companies such as Zara and Kiabi, which some leftist lawmakers in both chambers abstaining during the vote. Green Party lawmaker Charles Fournier said last week the original bill had been considerably scaled back, arguing that brands such as Zara and H&M have become models of sustainable fashion. Stop Fast Fashion, a coalition of organizations, also criticized what is also called a greatly watered down version compared to one originally put forward. So they're saying this is not enough. I haven't heard of Stop Fast Fashion. We'll look them up after this article. So advertising ban doubts. And the center-right member of parliament who proposed the bill said they need legislation that could be passed very quickly and be operational. We're coming down very hard on Shein, and that's the first step, she told AFP, adding she understood the disappointment. The legislation targets... Sorry. Oh my god, I feel like I'm going to throw up. This is a test. For me, the legislation targets ultra-fast fashion based on 2 criteria: the volume of clothing placed on the market and the cost of repairing garments relative to their purchase price. The per-item fee will vary on a set scale according to how each brand scores on both these standards. The Levi could reach up to €20, which is about $23 per item by 2030. Though the cap remains at 50% of the product per tax price. Part of these penalties will go towards collection and recycling infrastructure. The legislation also requires ultra-fast fashion companies to display messages on their websites promoting more moderate consumption, including reusing and repairing clothing. A ban on advertising, including by influencers, is a central plank of the bill, although questions remain over how it could be enforced. The European Commission has questioned whether the bill's advertising provisions comply with EU law, and the French government has argued that it is relying on similar principles that underlie regulations on advertisements for alcohol cigarettes. But if the Commission disagrees, France would not be able to enforce the measure, she said. So that is a lot of information. If you're an audio learner and you like that, amazing. But I am more of a visual learner. So let's see if there's been any other information that's been uploaded on YouTube. Okay, yeah, perfect. That is, watch this. I'm going to change the air conditioning to maybe be at a higher rate. Maybe that will help. I don't know what's going on right now with the airways.
A bill to curb the rise of ultra-fast fashion. Adopted by the French Parliament on Monday, the legislation puts the brakes on the rapid expansion of the unsustainable fashion model. It would target the main players driving the surge: Temu, AliExpress, and Shein.
We needed a bill that could move through the process very quickly and be operational. We're coming down very hard on Shein, and that's the first step.
The measure puts in place a penalty system targeting the least environmentally responsible companies while attempting to safeguard the French textile industry. It also imposes a ban on advertising for ultra-fast fashion brands and a per-item fee for producing textile en masse that will increase over time. This levy could reach up to €20 per item by the year 2030, and a part of these penalties would go towards recycling infrastructure. The textile sector accounts for nearly 10% of global greenhouse gas emissions, but fast fashion brands and platforms in particular stand accused of flooding the market with low-quality, rock-bottom priced products, generating mountains of waste and contributing to significant pollution. But some have criticized the legislation for sparing European and French companies such as Zara and Kiabi, with some lawmakers from left-leaning parties in both chambers abstaining during the vote.
Around here, we let our work do the talking because an honest day's effort is the only current.
I made it extra cold so that we can survive me dying from this waterways. I was gonna say what waterways? Airwaves. Okay, what else did they publish? I think that's the only location that's actually talking about this. Is there any other news sites? No. Interesting. Huh. We can also look at this one. This was published 2 weeks ago in preparation for the bill. So this is more context, but this led up to what we already watched.
At the BHV department store in Paris's trendy Marais neighborhood, Shein is passé. BHV says its short-lived partnership with the Chinese ultra-fast fashion brand will be terminated by Christmas. Now, French lawmakers are moving forward with a bill to hem in the ultra-fast fashion sector overall. Among its proposals, a ban on advertising, particularly via social media influencers, and a system of financial rewards and penalties for each article of clothing depending on its environmental impact.
Without this law, we have no way to slow down ultra-fast fashion. We've tried taxes on small packages. The company's always found ways around them.
The French government is seeking to specifically target fast fashion from Asian brands like Shein.
Oh my gosh. France is so focused on Shein. They do not want them in there. It's nothing against like the actual workers themselves. Like these are Chinese garment workers that are being featured here to showcase the production of clothing, but these are not the enemies. It's just like the video kind of formatted it to make it seem like it was them that was part of the horror, but like they're just like a symptom of the issues, you know. Like garment workers do this job because they have to. They package things because they have to. They're trying to seek a livelihood, you know what I mean? I think they need to show the Shein executives and their ruthless greed and how they just really want to make their pockets full of cash at the expense of France. But like a lot of what is happening is produced by like Chinese garment workers that are often females, but they're not at fault.
And Temu, but European brands like Kiabi, Decathlon, and Zara are set to be protected due to the tax base and jobs they represent. Anti-fast fashion campaigners say there should be no exceptions.
The majority of products are what we would call traditional fast fashion. Ultra fast fashion only represents around 5 to 10% of the French market.
They're calling for the law to include sanctions based on brands' practices rather than the location of their headquarters. Fashion is the world's second most polluting industry after fossil fuels, responsible for vast environmental degradation and roughly 10% of global greenhouse gas emissions.
So that is really good context. I would like to know who the No Fast Fashion group is, because I've never heard of them, and I've been keeping track of this really intensely. Stop Fast Fashion. Coalition of organizations. They haven't been on my radar, even though, like, I feel like I'm an obsessed person on this topic. I legit think I'm the most obsessed person on sustainability, and I think I'm one of the few people to actually be up to date on this topic. So for me to be like, oh, I have not heard of them, means that they're under a rock. I'm not under a rock. They're under a rock. Stop Fast Fashion. Also, their keyword usage is bad because, like, if you look up Stop Fast Fashion, that's a very common keyword. So if you want to be discovered as a coalition and that's all you give us to work with, just basic keyword-esque articles is going to come up targeted around Stop Fast Fashion. So just a recommendation in the future, if you want to like create an organization that's easily searchable in Google or like in Google AI, basically, do not use like a generic keyword phrase because nothing is going to show up for you. I like was considering how to like call myself in my platform, and I came up with Sustainable Amor because no one combines two different languages and like has that concept that frequently. So I try to make something really unique and like very individual to me and to like what I'm doing, and it was not that popular. So it kind of works out that when you Google me, I'm usually like the only thing that does come up. Anyways, that's just a community organizer thing. Okay, let me just skip forward. Not me and keywords and community organizing. So even when I put Stop Fast Fashion coalition of organizations, nothing is showing up. Holy bro, I wanted to research you guys. Nothing is showing up. Just a Borgen magazine about organizations who fight against fast fashion, but that's not what we're looking for. Is this it? Stop Fast Fashion. Okay, it's not that bad. They were on the second one after the AI. Okay, I just got impatient. Let me... This is a stock photo, it seems like. So Stop Fast Fashion, Slow Climate Change. Who we are, about... Okay. It doesn't exist? No! No! It doesn't exist? Are you serious right now? How does this not exist? No, this doesn't exist. What are we doing? Legit, what are we doing? This is so annoying. What the hell is this? No, you can't have a website and not have no page exists. No, I mean the law or the bill, whatever, did pass, but like, if they're saying it's not ambitious enough, then what the hell? No, nothing works. No. I gave you some affirmation, and it doesn't work. What are y'all doing? Is this not them? Or is this them? Oh, maybe it's this. Oh, what the hell? This says stopfastfashion.fr. FR means French, no? Maybe it's this. Together, let's put a stop to fast fashion. Take action. To ensure that the fashion industry no longer destroys the planet and exploits its workers, join us by obtaining a law against fast fashion by massively... Okay, yeah, it's them. Oh, they have an Instagram. Take me to Instagram right now. Why? What the? No. Well, no. I'm trying to do my research. I'm not saying stalking. I'm just doing research. What is this? Well, guys, let me research. Let me be on your side. How is this a coalition if your Instagram doesn't even freaking work, bro? How? So what is the request for the environment and human rights? It is essential that our politicians regulate the practices of the textile industry with binding laws. After its adoption by the National Assembly and then the Senate, the bill is awaiting its passage. Okay, so it's been passed by the Joint Committee and is a subject of question about its compliance with the European law by the European Commission. We therefore call on the French government to defend the text at the European level and allow its adoption as soon as possible. Okay, but then you were saying it's not enough. So, like, what do you want? They want a more ambitious law. Guys, I swear I'm going to throw up. Is this very pleasing for you guys to know? Okay, what else? There's a video. Let's see what the video says. It's time to test our French. I've been listening to French.
It's a lot different.
Shush. Shush. I've been listening to French stuff. I was listening to a French Infinity Nikki streamer today. I was like, bonjour. Bonjour. Yeah, she's cool. She's a French streamer. I'll share her if you guys want a new streamer to watch. Oh, hi Marissa. I was going on a tangent right now. Okay, let's play this. French time.
On a pris des engagements au niveau des humains, au niveau de la protection de la planète et au niveau des produits eux-mêmes. On est tous ensemble pour faire basculer l'industrie du textile dans quelque chose.
Does anyone understand what they're saying? Because I am not at this level yet, but I shall overcome. We shall overcome. On est tous ensemble pour faire basculer l'industrie. I think it says in the symboling for a fair industry of textiles, they want something durable. Yep. I did not know if that's facts. That's not true. Nope, I'm not right whatsoever. This does say director of Primark, France. General director of Primark. See? You kind of know something.
Qui est propre et durable.
What's so important for us is that we...
Wait, I know this part. It's in English. Oh, wait, we just have to listen, huh?
Are seen as a company that walk the talk. And it's the same with biodiversity and commitments that we have made, that we want to have a positive impact.
I think the notion that there is some sort of moralistic ban that can be approached and analogizing fashion to narcotics probably overstates the case.
Il faut lutter contre les abus de la fast fashion, mais j'y arriverai d'autant plus que le consommateur lui-même évoluera dans son comportement et m'aidera à mener ce combat.
Guys, I don't think we understand the magnitude that France went to ban Shein, not ban, but like fee basically, to penalize Shein, Temu, and fast fashion in general. Like, this is huge. This is huge. Like, let's stop thinking right now and let's start feeling. This is huge! Like, the immensity of it, I don't think I can capture in words. Oh man, I just want to make a YouTube video about this now, and they play some like beautiful music to amp up the moment, but essentially curbing the rise of fast fashion by a major country that wants to revitalize their local fashion industry is major. Like, this is the things that I like fight for, that I care about, that we need in every single country, because people deserve local jobs. People deserve opportunities. People deserve well-made things. We deserve a chance to a better life, a better industry, a better planet. And like, maybe, yeah, the French parliament is like more like right-winging, you know, like they're more like Trump vibey, but like they're so hyper-focused on mitigating fast fashion that it kind of works out in the long run. Not to excuse the far right, that is not what I'm saying, but look at what can be done. Look at what they're doing. Like, we have to pay attention. And the fact that I haven't seen people explode in excitement about this says a lot about the advocates and the activists and the people in this space who only maybe are looking at the negatives. For example, when Shein bought Everlane, everyone was talking about it. Everyone was like, oh my god, we're so doomed. Fast fashion is inevitable. Like, there's no chance we're going to get out of this situation. Like, nothing is going to change. Everyone fell into this pattern of nihilism. And I warned you guys. Don't you remember? I warned you guys. People are going to get disappointed. People are going to lose faith. People are going to say nothing will change. Like, if Shein can buy out one of the best, like, quote-unquote, sustainable brands in the world, then what is left for us to believe in? But look, pay attention to the laws and policies. That is, like, what matters. This is what will change the system. I'm not looking at brands necessarily and like, their production. I look at more how to like mitigate them on a systemic level, because I will never be able to tell Shein, hey, you stop producing. They're not going to listen to me. They won't care about me as an individual. But when they're forced to be accountable, when they're forced to like listen to the collective, to the community by pressure, which is laws and policies, that's what I care about. That's what matters. That in the long run is going to change things. So like, I want everybody to go crazy about this, but sadly it's not. And it's not to be like, oh, shame on you, like, sustainable community. Shame on the influencers who are not covering this. It's just like, I'm genuinely curious why we're not celebrating the huge wins and why we're so focused on the huge failures in the industry. Because we should all be paying attention to both and celebrating the major wins really intensely so that we can inspire optimism and hope and action. You know? Jennifer Vasquez, hello. Hi. Welcome. But I do want to say that with this coalition, I would like more specific examples of what they're actually like fighting for, because they were criticizing what was passed. They said it could be more ambitious, but I did have to track down their website. They're not specifying what the coalition is. I think this is a coalition, but they're not explaining it. Oh, it's down here. I can't see that. It says the Stop Fast Fashion Coalition is a group of associations and collective united in their commitment to put an end to overproduction in the textile sector and finally bring about sustainable fashion. Sorry. I'm sick. So don't mind that. Okay, so Action Aid, La MS de la Tire France. This one I have no clue. I'm not French advanced. I'm French like beginner. What the hell is this? I can't even see that one. Fair trade. Okay, okay. Fashion Revolution France. Fashion Revolution France. Okay. France something. Nature environment. Hop. This one is something hot. The adolescence program. Oxfam. Guys, I'm just talking in a weird accent to make it seem like I understand this French. Oxfam, France. I think it's a Spanish accent, to be totally honest. I'm Mexican. Resourceries and recycleries. Wow, that's fancy. And then we got zero waste at the end over here. You can't really see because I kind of cut off the screen. Okay, I just would like to know how they operate as well. Maybe they don't want it to be public information, but if they want to recruit new members, you shall maybe give us more information, no? But maybe the fight is over since the bill did pass. Am I just hyper-focusing on the wrong thing right now? To go further? No. Take action. The only thing that said to take action was Instagram, Facebook, but the Instagram doesn't work. Let's see the Facebook. It's taking me to their page. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Interesting. So we're going to go over here and let's see if there's any more articles. So routers. Okay. Routers actually made an article about this. Let's see what else they have to say. Don't they have like the reading thing on here or no? Where it reads the article for you? Nah, they don't. I have to read it myself. Wow, I have to be smart. So Router says, French Parliament passes fast fashion law to curb Shein and Temu. So it says, France's Senate passed a revised version of a bill this Monday aimed at curbing online fast fashion retailers. Okay, we read that. After more than 2 years of debate and decision between the upper and lower houses. Legit, I remember reading about this in Montana because the people that were like behind this law were like scheming for a long time, and I was tracking the politician. I almost wrote a blog post about him. So if you guys want like a detailed blog post of like the history of like how this came to be, I can do that. It's just a lot of information and my memory is horrible, but I swear like I know the ins and outs of this process. But it's just been a huge process, to be honest. So under the law, ultra fast fashion companies face fines between 0.25 euros and 6 euros per product this year, using as high as 10 euros per product in 2030. The law also bans advertising by ultra fast fashion companies and bans online influencers from promoting them. What is at stake today is not just clothes, but the societal model we want to defend, says Serge Papin, Minister for Small Enterprises, in a speech ahead of the vote. The industry targeted by this bill is one that floods our markets with disposable fashion, with clothes worn only a few weeks before being thrown away. The law must still be... Well, what? The law must still be promulgated. Holy, that's a big word. The law still must be promulgated by the president in order to be reinforced. Okay, there's still more processes by the president. Shein said some measures of the bill appear to retain inconsistencies with the applicable European framework governing digital services and e-commerce. I don't know what that means. So what Shein is saying is like, hey, let me try to find some loopholes and say that what you guys are saying is inconsistent based on European frameworks, where it shows there are some digital services and e-commerce things that you can't punish us for based on this other EU thingamajigger. You guys are being inconsistent, hence you can't find me in your own country. What a loser Shein is. Oh my god, I hate Shein so bad. I feel like they're like the ultimate definition of a villain. And they're justifying it being like, you're being inconsistent. Bro, what? But yeah, I do want more information to have more of a critical take on this outside of the jokes that I just made. Like, I want to know like what they're defining as inconsistency, what they're defining as, sorry, I cannot talk. Let me repeat it. I want Shein to detail what inconsistencies mean to them. I want them to detail what applicable European frameworks they're talking about and how that relates to the law that is trying to be passed and what they mean by being governed under digital services and e-commerce. Like, I want specifics, basically. Because from this outlook, it looks like they're trying to like find a loophole and be like, oh guys, I'm innocent, I've done nothing bad, we're just a little bitty cutie little majigger brand that wants to sell cutie little things to people, and then they just throw it away and it's no big deal. No. no, you ain't cute. So the European Commission did not immediately reply to a request for comment. And then France's very first version of the anti-fast fashion bill was passed in March 2024 by the lower house, while the next version passed in June 2025 by the Senate was more targeted, with the measures aimed at ultra-fast fashion retailers targeting online-only platforms and excluding European fast fashion brands such as Zara and H&M. And spokesperson for Temu and for AliExpress did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Oh, they on them. See, I'm telling you, this is a huge process that's been ongoing for so long. Maybe I did publish something and I don't remember. Wait, let me look at my blog, because I may have published something on my blog. Not to like plug myself, but like I have a horrible I just genuinely have a horrible memory. Let's see, where is my blog? It would be like back in 2024. Hey, I'm getting less sick. The more I pretend I'm fine, the more my body believes it. Wowsies. Brain over matter. No, I'm kidding. Where is it? This is 2024. Okay, we're close. Where is it? Oh my goodness, I got a gifted tier sub to Margiela. Oh my goodness. I viewed her yesterday. Okay, she got into Streamer University yesterday, and she's one of my top favorite. She's one of my top favorite ones I got in. And I like followed her on Discord, on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and I just got gifted a sub. Dude, she's doing so good. 165 people are watching her. That's freaking amazing. Let's go. Let's go. Such a queen. Look at her. She's doing it, guys. Streamer University, here we go. Yeah, I'm really excited for her growth. I'm super excited for her growth. Aw. Amazing. Okay, what was I doing? We were looking up French stuff. Okay. If I can't find it right now, we'll move on. I don't see it. Maybe I didn't publish. Oh, okay. Here it is, guys. Wosies. Hello? Click. Hello? Read more? Why is you glitching? Ew. I have a bad habit of touching my nose. I just noticed that. I do be touching my nose a lot. So I'm not like picking my nose. I just go like this for whatever reason. So this was published in April 4th of 2000 and... Was it 2024? Yeah. This was April 4th of 2024. Am I here? OBS is not working. Holy shit, everything is happening. Everything is happening. Hello. Yeah, I think I'm still here now. Okay. So this was written about 2 years ago, exploring how sustainable fashion legislation is being introduced to kill fast fashion. I can link it in the chat for both YouTube and Twitch if you're curious. This is old, obviously, but this is basically the history and context to like what I read 2 years ago, and that's what has transpired recently. So again, major freaking progress. Major freaking progress, and it has all the details. Sorry, I just like coughed in the mic. It has all the details of like the bill, so much context. I try to break it down very easily with like simple sentences and simple concepts and stuff. So hopefully that's beneficial. I also like hyperlinked my sources so you guys can believe me. I swear I'm not being fake right now. I'm not being a faker writer. I was trained by the best to be a good writer. And they say always verify your facts. So there you go. I've verified. I've included different laws that inspired this bill. So yeah, it's been huge, guys. I guess I'm not very emotional, so I don't know how to like emphasize this more, but this is like literally huge to me. This is literally what I live for. Like, if I didn't have this topic, if I didn't have this passion, I feel like I would be so lost in life. Whenever I was super depressed or super sad or just like, I don't know, like going through it, I would just open up a Word document and think like, what am I going to write for my blog? What is the document going to look like? How is it going to be formatted? Like, writing about this topic has literally saved me so many times in so many different ways. When I was in Montana, like, I would just reach for a pen. I would reach for my laptop and I would just write and 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 write. And I've had this blog post. Oh my God, I cannot talk. I'm getting emotional. I've had this blog for like years. Like, I think it's been like 5 years. It's been crazy. I love my blog. I love my blog. I mostly do this for myself. I've never made any money from my blog in the last 5 years. I do it for the love of the game, and I'm not going to go to Substack. And you know what happened? Literally last week, a journalist from Daily Mail, I don't know if you guys know about Daily Mail. They're not, oh my God, there's a moth in my room. I don't know if you've heard of Daily Mail. They're not that legitimate as journalists, but they do get the job done, I guess. Let me look it up for you guys. But it's a British tabloid newspaper, and they reached out to me. They also have like different locations around the world, and they were saying, hey, we discovered your blog. Would you like to be featured on an article about resellers? And I was like, sure, like, you can ask me about my journey as a Depop reseller. And I think they found me through a random article. I think so, right? Like, how else would they find me? Like, my YouTube is not that great. My Twitch is hidden. So, like, I think it was my blog. And a lot of sustainable fashion bloggers have been quitting because they're all going to Substack. So, like, no one is making updated information. And I guess I'm the only one that's, like, showing up in searches. I don't know. I don't freaking know. But Daily Mail was kind of sussy, but someone reached out, and I was like, yeah, I can talk to you guys. I can talk to you guys for sure. She hasn't gotten back to me. I think it's because I waited like a couple days to get back to her, so maybe she found someone else to interview. But I don't know. It's whatever. I was like, I can wait a bit, and I can answer back. And then if she still wants me, it'll work out. Oh my God. That has happened to me in the past where I get a major opportunity and I'm like, oh, I can wait on it. And then it leaves, the train leaves. And I'm like, you know, I could have been famous. I could have done something right there. I just, if they're not willing to wait a couple days, which is literally what I take to respond or to like to think about it, then I'm not going to like do it. You know what I mean? I want to think about stuff. And I thought about it and I was like, okay, I want to do it. But maybe it's too late. Okay, anyways, let's move on. I will probably make an updated... There's a moth. Why is there a moth in here? There's no food in here. But I will make an updated blog post on this for sure. It's been 2 years. Exciting. Okay. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna talk about how Sri Lanka actually had their first sustainable fashion show ever. That is a major win. This stream has been major wins. This is what gets me so excited, man. Like, everyone is so pessimistic. Everyone's like, everything freaking sucks. The world is on fire. No one is doing anything. Why try? If no one cares, then I'm just going to buy from the mall. And I'm just going to make my random excuses about the world. And I'm going to be apathetic and nihilist. And then I show them people that actually care and are fighting for change. And they're like, oh. Literally, my friends have been like, oh. That's happening? Yeah, you're just not tapped in. You just don't know. There's people everywhere that are trying to do stuff. It's just no one is talking about them. No one is highlighting them. No one is like taking the time to celebrate them. Because sadly, like a lot of times when we do publish stuff online, it's in favor of the most popular or the most trendy thing possible. But here in this freaking stream, I talk about the underdogs. I love me the underdogs. So yes, we're gonna highlight Sri Lanka's first low fashion show or sustainable fashion show. If I can find it. Where are you guys? They're not on YouTube. Okay, let me pull up the article then. Here it is. Yeah. Oh, if you want this Canva link, if you can't stay throughout the entire stream, it's in my description on YouTube. And if you're on Twitch and you want it, just let me know, or you can just go on my YouTube and find it. But it's in my description. It's free, and you can kind of like skip through and like see everything in advance. You can't like fast forward me on the stream, but you can fast forward through the news, which I hope you appreciate, because sometimes I'd be watching a stream and I'm like, holy shoot, just get to the point. Like, can you like stop talking and like give me everything I need to know in like 5 seconds? But I do have ADHD. Okay, so this is an article by Newswire. So the University of Peradeniya, holy, I did not pronounce that right. University of Peradeniya had students that made history by staging Sri Lanka's first sustainable fashion show, transforming waste into wearable art. Isn't that so cool? Look at the images. Like, the creativity is astounding. Like, the way that people can like take something old or like it's just trashy, or you think to yourself, yeah, I don't need this, and then someone else is like, yeah, I can like make something magical. I just get so impressed by that, because that would have been trash. That would have been trash for me. But I guess that's the whole point, that we are like forced to re-envision what is possible by something that we typically see as trash. So it serves its purpose. So it's organized by the Zero Plastic University of Peradeniya. Okay. Aurora 2026 was held at the KCC in Kandy on June 20th. So it was last month, bringing together recycled and upcycled materials in a striking showcase of eco-conscious designs. Whoa, that's so cool. So they had backers. Dude, imagine if everybody had backers for this sort of topic. Like ethical backers. Who would be my ethical backer for this stream? Would it be like chatters themselves subscribing, or like is there possibly any ethical people that could pay me to do this job, like to stream, or like to do a sustainable fashion show in general, like going forward? I'm dreaming here. I'm dreaming. Like Elf Cosmetics is huge on Twitch, and they be supporting girlies. And they're vegan, no? I think that would be a good sponsor for me. But I don't know. I don't know if I would want to like work with anyone, really. Because I would have to promote products, no? I like Elf, though. I think Elf would be the only sponsor I would take. Let it be known. I spoke it into existence on what day is it today? July 7th. At 8:07, but I did go live at 7 p.m. Central Time, so it's 777. Does 777 mean anything to anyone? Is that an angel number? I'm getting so off track. Is 777 an angel number? This is why I use my Canva thing. I get so distracted all the time. 77 angel is a powerful sign of spiritual awakening, divine guidance, and alignment with your higher purpose. Elf, did you hear that? I am a powerful sign of spiritual awakening, divine guidance and alignment with your higher purpose. I can awaken makeup. That's not how I get a collaboration. Elf, I swear. I can awaken the makeup. Okay, anyways. But if a collaboration does happen, if a collaboration does happen, just let it be known I spoke it into existence right now with 777. Elf, please, I need the money. I'm tired of my job. I get paid $16.50. Why would I want to stay there? Elf, please, I will like be your best makeup guru. I'm so wholesome. Look, what else can I be? I'm a bad chatter. I admit it. So if you're a nice chatter, I appreciate it, because I'm a bad chatter. But I'm a very good streamer. I'm a wholesome streamer. I keep it PG-13. I don't have like that bad of a makeup. I don't do my makeup that bad. So I could do a good job, technically. If you call not bad good. Marissa says, I love all the repeating numbers. I think there will be plenty of aligned sponsors out there. Yes, thank you. Give me the money. I just want you guys to let me do streaming full time, because the men co-workers in my job are annoying me. They want so much emotional support. Can I go on a rant for a second? Today, I was like, I'm going to keep it cool and collected because I'm kind of pissed off, because I'm tired, because I've only gotten 5 to 6 hours of sleep for the past 3-4 days. And then my manager is like, yo, so what's this about? What's that about? Why is the alarm going off? I'm not the manager, sir. I don't know why the alarm in your store is going off. Do I look like an electrician? Do I look like the manager? And I said, sir, I just got here and you were in the bathroom and the thing went off and the light went off and like it went boop, 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 boop. So like, why do you keep asking me? Why do you keep asking me what's wrong with the light or what's going on? And he kept asking and then it went off again. And he asked me again. I'm like, sir, I don't know. And he kept trying to get like emotional like support from me. And I'm not that much of an emotional person at work because I don't want to be there. I'm sorry, red flag. But I was like, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. And then I like walked away. Anyways, I don't want to share more details because I would then like dox myself. But essentially, I was really annoyed today because this man was asking for so much emotional support because he was going bonkers about a simple alarm. And I was like, just call the electrician or the landlord. And he didn't wanna. And he kept talking and doing all other random stuff. Anyways, I'm going on a tangent. I would like to get sponsored. Please. I'm not quitting my job. I'm just saying, if there's an opportunity out there, I would love to take it. Thank you so much. I'm competing against everybody in this very competitive space, but like, hey, I love you. Elf and everybody. Anyways, so sustainable fashion show in Sri Lanka. Okay, that's the point. They got backed by MAS Lines Clothing. Whoa, it's a fashion brand. Wait, can I get sponsored by Goodwill Chicago? Would that be ethical? They're a corporation. But I do buy from them for my Depop. I go to the Goodwill bin. So is that different or the same? So they were the main sponsor, and they supported the Sri Lanka Institute of Textile and Apparel. The event challenged the fast fashion mindset while positioning students as leaders in sustainability and environmental advocacy. Whoa. The event, yes, brought together recycled, upcycled, and environmentally responsible materials to turn them into runway-ready designs. Oh, that's so cool. Bunch of words here. Bunch of words. So the show essentially challenged audiences to reconsider what they buy, how they buy it, and what happens to it afterwards. Those who are comfortable question the fashion industry, and those that are not comfortable question what it says. Sorry guys, I like blinked out, dude. I had a dumb girl moment. What the heck? I'm not an expert. Did I not warn you guys? I'm not an expert here. Who said I was smart? Or extremely smart? I think I'm like good enough smart. So this show challenged audiences to reconsider what they buy, how they buy it, and what happens to it afterwards. Those are not comfortable question for the fashion industry, and they were not comfortable question on the night either. Huh? That was not me. That was the sentence. I think what they're trying to say is like those that are comfortable questioning the system should, and those that weren't comfortable questioning anything still had that night to take with them. So like it still kind of like stayed. And that's the point. Like it's just an example of what's possible, even if you're not making those deeper questions and like processes or like syntaxes in the brain happen on that night. So yeah, like if I had taken my mom to this like fashion show, she would have been like, oh my god, what is that design? Why are they wearing that? Why does he look like a cockroach? Or like that, where are they gonna actually wear that? Like, or like, is anyone actually gonna buy that? So the practicality is often lost when it comes to like upcycled fashion, especially when it's from like dead stock material or like just it's more creative in general. But you can make very practical things from used items. It's just a lot of times fashion shows don't really focus on practicality, especially when the designer is more artistic in nature. And these students seemed more on the artistic lens versus on the utility of the designs. So I would love to see more examples of like what they actually made, but I looked it up and I'm not seeing anything else. Like YouTube didn't really have anything. I can look it up again. I don't know what's gonna pop up on Google, but it's not a very popular show. No one really covers this stuff. Nobody is really tapped in. Why am I getting sick? Oh, that sounded bad. Guys, I need a brain break. After I stalk this fashion show a bit more, let's look at this. I was freaking obsessed with the Dolan twins growing up. They were like everything to me. And they recently came back on YouTube and they uploaded this short film. And I fear I'm already obsessed. I've only watched like a minute of it because I wanted to watch it on stream. But they're back. I've been waiting years for them to come back. They were in my childhood. Even though I'm older. Which is kind of weird to think about. I'm just a fan. I don't know them. Okay. There's 4 people watching me on YouTube and you guys are still here. Y'all are so freaking cool. Y'all are cool. Where y'all come from? Where you been? Join the party. Join it. Oh, University of Peradeniya. Okay, this is their YouTube channel. But do they got the fashion show on there? No, they don't. I wanted to watch a fashion show. No, they don't have it. What about this one? 2020? No. Guys, please upload your videos. We want to watch it. We would love to love it. We would love it. Is it this one? Oh, no, this is just a university. Guys, I need to go to Sri Lanka and go to the university. They look so fun. Okay, there's nothing on YouTube. There's only this article, so let's just appreciate it. Beautiful job, Sri Lanka. Beautiful students. Thank you for your work. I love it. More pictures in the future, please. More videos, please. Okay, brain break. Guys, we had a smart, nerdy moment. Now we get to have some fun. So let's go to this.
I started a business to give...
Not the freaking commercials. Guys, it's time for me to fall in love again. The Dolan twins. You guys are the best. Isn't one of them married? Oh, God. They're married already, aren't they? Oh, I gotta start it again. Settle in, guys.
Cameras. They're all fake. Just glass alarms in the guard out front.
We're so back, baby. Oh my goodness. Are they gonna make videos again?
Long time no see.
Long time no see. I miss them so much. Whoa, he looks so good.
This piece right here.
I've already shown you that piece.
No, the one next to it.
Sure.
Is he gonna steal? No, don't steal it.
This is Rolex's full 18-karat yellow gold day date. It's known as the You've Made It watch.
You've made it watch?
Can I try it on?
Come here.
I'm just gonna take a look in the mirror.
Wait, can we just say, why is this really You Made It watch in the most dingy shop ever? This looks really dingy for a You Made It watch. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, that's an interesting choice, no? But he looks so good in that suit. He looks so good, bro. He could be a model. And the thing is, they were always so wholesome. Like, they were just YouTubers as twins. He's a twin. And they were just so wholesome and just had so much fun. One of them was meaner, but like they were like really wholesome in comparison to streamers.
How much does this one go for?
30,000. About 20,000 less.
All right, if I try it on?
Can I get that watch back first?
I just gave it back.
No, you didn't.
You serious?
Yeah, I am.
Actually, if you just hold on 1 second, I'm here.
Come on, what is this?
Stay right there.
You never really make it in life, do you? The ops are always gonna find you. Wow, what a metaphor. Is that FedEx? What is FedEx doing here? Is FedEx part of the ops situation of me never being able to make it in life? When do you really make it in life? Okay, let me shut up because I'm getting existential. Look at it. This is a movie, quite literally. Let me shut up.
What's going on? I honestly don't.
He's hiding a watch on
I'm
you.
hiding a watch?
There's two of them. Oh, it's twin. They're the twins. Right. Okay. Duh. There's two of them.
You want to search me? Go ahead.
I too would like to do that job. Non-sussy. What? Non-sussy over here.
Yeah, strip me naked while you're at it. Who owns this place? I gave him the watch. He strip searched me. I've been in the store the whole time. Where would the watch be?
Okay, why would he have? Why would they need to steal their own "You Made It" watch? Don't you just make it in life? You don't have to steal it. Wait, do I have to steal my "You Make It" watch? Is that what they're trying to say? Dang, I've been doing this wrong the whole time. I'm over here caring about ethics and sustainability and like writing extensive blog posts about France and like the ethics of freaking politicians, and they're stealing their "You Made It" moment with the twin method. Where's my twin at? Wait, where's my twin at? I've been doing this wrong the whole time. Oh my god, they're on to something. Why I need my twin?
Where did you put the watch?
Me? Well, I guess I don't know.
Never shopping here again. And you're lucky I don't sue.
Is this like them sharing what they went through as YouTubers? Like they almost got scammed and had to like weasel themselves out of it and like had to run for their lives, and like executives were trying to like squeeze everything out of them because they just seemed so burnt out by the end of the time that they were on YouTube before they took their break. They just seemed so like, I don't know, low energy. So I have no idea what they went through, but maybe this is a metaphor to what they experienced in their personal lives and like business side of YouTube that they never really showed and they're trying to express through a video. So I think this kind of represents the executives and like them not believing them that they made it and that they're stealing and that they have to run and scheme to get out of the situation so they can actually feel like they're going somewhere in life, you know? And they have to disguise themselves. And they're so popular. So many girls love them. So I think they've felt like they've been running and hiding for a long time. But again, I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Hey, good stuff.
Twins! Is that the guy from the shop?
It's fine. We're out of there. We made it. See this thing?
Whoa. That was so cool. They made it together. One watch for two people. Beautiful. In it forever. I love that. That was such a good brain break. They're back. When's the last time they uploaded? 5 years ago. 5 years. I've been waiting for this for 5 years. Oh my goodness. They're back. Dude, I literally was obsessed with them. I was literally freaking obsessed. What's their oldest video? 11 years ago. Holy moly. They're OG YouTubers, man. They were so funny. Okay. Memories. So, let's move on. That was fun. But let's move on. Beautiful moments. Wait. I want to go back, actually. I shouldn't. No, I shouldn't. I'm gonna, no. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. That was so nice. Okay. I'm just so excited to see them back on YouTube. But we do need to focus. So Marta and Margiela, if you guys have heard of them, they have released a personal archive that came out to the world that you can go visit in Paris, actually. So let's talk about that. I was gonna fangirl so hard. But I was like, no, I gotta focus. You guys don't really care about the twins right now. You guys didn't jump on for the twins. You didn't jump on for the twins. Okay. Okay, so more than 200 objects from the personal archive of Martin are heading to auction in Paris this week, opening a rare window into the private world and working process of one of the fashion's most influential and exclusive figures. Isn't that exciting? So this is some of the things that they're going to be showcasing. This is all that I could find. This is like the best article out there. I had to dig and dig and dig, and this one was the most comprehensive. So initiated by Margiela himself, this sale spans almost his entire career, from his designs for the one show in 1984 to his departure from Maison Margiela in 2008, alongside a smaller number of works created during the pandemic. So if you're a fan, this can be huge. So this is like what is this? A pencil drawing and corresponding photograph to the Golden Spindle contest in Antwerp. Interesting. So after many years of moving archival material from places to places and subsequent loans for exhibitions, I felt like it was time to go a part of Guys, I'm sick. Guys, I'm sick. Well, this is awkward now. Let me try that again. Okay, so after many years of moving archival materials from place to place and subsequent loans for exhibitions, I felt it was time to part my fashion memorabilia. After questioning it a lot, it was the idea of making happy several collectors, institutions, that made me finally decide to send them into the world. Oh, that's nice. So this is some of the sketches he's gonna sell. Auction off, basically. So this will take place July 9th. Oh, interesting. At the Martin Margiela Personal Archives, organized by Maurice Auction in collaboration with Carrie Taylor Auctions. According to the auction house, it marks the first time a living designer has collaborated directly with an auction house to offer their personal archive of clothing and creations. A public exhibition of the archive is open in Paris until July 8th, turning the sale into something approaching a temporary Margiela retrospective. So, like, it's kind of a museum, but not really, because it's going to be sold. So it spans from years from 1984 to 2008. The archive brings together photographs, drawings, garments, prototypes, artworks, and personal objects that chart the evolution of Margiela's singular practice from the years before founding the fashion house through his revolutionary collections, and then his tenure at Hermès to his decision to step away from fashion in 2008. Among the more unusual lots are Margiela's own white cotton blouse, worn as part of his personal uniform, a rotary telephone from the Maison Martin Margiela's headquarters, the first Hermès bag he owned, original design drawings and prototypes, graffiti tabby boots, miniature works created during the COVID pandemic pieces, and miniature works made during COVID and pieces from his late mother's Hermès wardrobe. Awesome. I may jump off in 30 minutes, guys, because my voice and like my reading skills are quite god awful right now. But hopefully you're having fun. But this is a phone. He's gonna auction off. Wow. 1989 to 1990. El Globo. Barbie. They called it Barbie. The Barbie phone. These are some of the boots. Oh, look at the close-up. That's fun. It's graffiti boots. Wait, I never thought to do that. That's actually so fun. You can just kind of like paint over this and then like do the graffiti. Wow. Sunglasses. That's all the photos they showed. That's so cool. Do they have any videos on this? Has anyone vlogged it? That'd be a fun vlog. I'm not a personal fan of his work. I don't even know his work, but I have seen his name around. I did go to fashion school after all, guys. I did go to fashion school. I got a apparel merchandising degree. I'm legit. My 40K in loans says I'm legit. Give me a second. What am I? Why is this not looking up anything that I want it to? Okay. Low. Okay, there's a lot going on. Know your clothes. Wait, what does this mean? He's been talking a lot about archival work. I'm curious why he's doing this. I know he's like trying to like get rid of stuff for collectors' sakes and maybe for his own sake, but doesn't it hurt to see that go? Like, why do this? It would hurt me to let go. It would hurt me so much to like let go of my own stuff.
Thanks for being here. It's a pleasure talking about something which is deeply rooted in my education in fashion. I am probably, no, without probably, I'm older than all of you. But this made me lucky enough to live the moment in which Margiela appeared on a scene which was absolutely different from his perspective and from his point of view. And the first.
I must say, disclaimer: the audio is really bad, and he talks really slowly. So, please read the captions. Please do so. Marissa says graffiti boots or bag would be a fun DIY. They would. That honestly would be. I just kind of forget that I have the power to do that myself, and I'm like, wait, I can do that. We can do that, guys. We don't have to have permission. And like, just because a luxury designer or like a designer is doing it doesn't mean we can't do it. It's just they're calling themselves designers. They're calling themselves creatives, but we can all do that too. Like, we don't need a degree. We don't need permission. We don't need to wait. We can buy boots from the thrift store and like go do it. It's just like, it doesn't really register that you can. Like right now, it just didn't register that I could do that until Marissa pointed it out. And I was like, yeah, I can do that. Like, duh. But I don't know. Sometimes things don't really click until they do. You know?
thing that I would love to say to you is that this evening I'm not gonna talk about Maison Martin Margiela, and not even Maison Margiela. I'm gonna talk about Martin, because I think it's pointless to say, I don't know, I mean, each one of you might have his own way of thinking, but Margiela for sure is one of those brands that should be ended when Martin decided to leave. It's not like that. Fashion today works in a different way, and so we still today have Maison Margiela. But I know this might sound nostalgic, but it's not as it used to be, and that's quite simple. Before starting talking about him, I think it would be helpful to let's say take in consideration the context in which Margiela started his work. The 80s, I don't know how familiar you are with the 80s, but I think we all have an idea of the 80s as being very frivolous and very superficial, not in a negative, not with a negative connotation. But we have to remember that fashion is a language that, in the best of cases, speaks about the spirit of times. The 80s has been a happy decade. The 80s has been a financially positive decade. And when you experience this kind of climate, of course, creativity is strongly involved in this. Talking about Martin, we can talk about this current in fashion, which is called anti-fashion. Anti-fashion is very simply put using the tools of fashion, meaning garments, the fashion show, editorials and pictures, but producing like the opposite idea of the standards of beauty and the standards of perfection that usually fashion has. Anti-fashion started with Vivienne Westwood in the 70s with the whole punk movement, where the aesthetic was...
Oh goodness, I have zoned out. I fear I don't have the attention span for this right now. I do love the punk movement. Excuse me. I am too a lover of the punk movement and DIY movement and the grunge lore and the grunge vibes, or else I would not be the person I am, and I would not be doing these streams. But please God, sir, I do not have the attention span. How did I pass college? If I went to college right now, I would be a failure. I'd be such a failure. Why am I talking like this? I am not a failure. To be clear, I don't know. I feel like my attention span has gotten worse. Maybe one more minute of this. because this is an hour-long thing, and I am not going to torture you guys. I'm not going to It's 8 p.m. and maybe later or earlier for you guys, but like this is not it right now.
Completely revolted. The second wave of anti-fashion has been led by the Japanese designers, like Provo and Yohji Yamamoto in the early 80s. And back then, it has been revolutionary what they did in the early 80s. And the third wave of anti-fashion happened in the late 80s, early 90s, thanks to the Royal Academy of Antwerp, basically. The Royal Academy of Antwerp is probably the most important fashion school in the world, or at least one of them. And it produced designers in, let's say, in the late 80s that were to change completely the language of fashion in the decade. The 90s has been, there were social issues that made
The 90s, man, that was when social change was gonna happen. Okay, so if you want to listen to this is called Know Your Clothes, episode 1, and it's on Elevated Archives if you're interested. I just kind of wanted to note that it was there if anyone was curious. He's been talking about it. There's context, but I do not have an hour. I fear I'm too sick and I'm too impatient. So if you want to do that research or like watch that, I'll put it in the chat and you can bookmark it. You can watch it at work, or you can like, I don't know, watch it whenever after I log off. You can just have a fun, happy time with that information. As you will. Do what as you will. Yep. Okay, so we're going to move on and we're going to talk about how Chanel is actually having a new teaser come out today. So let's see what they showcase. Did I link the same thing, Brett? I am a bad linker. You guys want to know something? I did all of this today. I had no clue what I was going to talk about today until like 4 hours ago. I was just at work. I'm like, I should probably work on this. I should probably actually prepare for my stream that I say I want to do so bad the entire week. Okay, so Matthieu Blazy turned Gabrielle Chanel's fairy tales into haute couture. Whoa, that was a sentence. What was that? Paris Haute Couture Week arrived this week. Wow, with the usual electric charge. The kind that descends on the city every July and January and reminds you, in case you had forgotten, that there is still no place on earth where clothes are treated with the level of seriousness, craft, and reverence. This season, one of the most anticipated shows on the schedule was always going to be Chanel. So Matthieu, second haute couture collection of the house, was showcased today inside a salon overgrown with vines and flowers, and it did not disappoint. See, France is so goated. France is goated right now, man. They're on top of it. And to think that sustainable fashion law against Shein happened during Paris Haute Couture Week is also another amazing thing. Because, like, it's showing the world that they're going to protect haute couture, luxury fashion, their local industry as much as possible. So the message was very strong, and I love that. But at the same time, the law was passed last week. So I think it just kind of led up to the couture week, if anything. But there's that energy, you know what I mean? Like, there's that energy, like, we're going to protect our haute couture week no matter what. So that must have felt really powerful for the politicians and for locals that really care about luxury fashion. So let us look at the fashion show. It did open up with flowers, some magical vibes. Yes. I wonder how the clothing was actually made, if that's something that they talk about, or the meaning. So they say that he's designing for women who understand exactly what she's meant and want in their clothes and want their what? I'm so sorry. I'm so sick. I'm about to throw up. He says that designing for women who understand exactly what she is meant and want their clothes to understand it too. Haute couture, Chanel, is not just a fairy tale. It's, in essence, it's for the women, their realities, and their adventures of the everyday. In Paris this week, this philosophy produced some of the most extraordinary clothes shown anywhere in the world. Oh my God, they're rizzing them up. I just want to know, like, what the collection is. So it drew from a fairy tale book found in Gabrielle Chanel's personal library to produce some of the most technically extraordinary and emotionally resonant couture of his tenure. Okay, that's a lot of information and a lot of like, oh my goodness, you're great. So let's look at it ourselves and judge it ourselves. If you hate it, amazing. If you don't, amazing. That is your judgment. So let us see it. Oh wait, I also have to talk about the soccer thing. Carrie told me to talk about the soccer thing. She has not been on my stream though. So should I cover it? Dang. She's a fake viewer. She sends me links. And then she's not even here. Like, dang. What is it? Oh, not this one. Is it on YouTube? I don't see it. Oh, it's this one. It's the preview. Oh, this is the preview. Let's look at the teaser. That was amazing. Wow. Okay, now we look at the actual show. My voice is slowly disappearing. What a beautiful mess. 15 minutes. Oh my god. Dude, I'm so sorry. Please just watch the show. You did not hear anything. I legit... Okay. I am not going through anything right now. The show will continue, quite clearly. Marissa says it's okay to take care of yourself. Feeling well and sustaining yourself is part of making the work sustainable. I know. I just don't really want to stream. F vomiting. I want to watch the show. Let's just watch the show. But I agree, though. Thank you. I agree with you, as always. Very sensible. But I like the show. You know, I was kind of into it until they started showing us these items. What is happening? They got inspired by hay. Is this hay? What is happening? Can we fast forward it a bit? I don't want to watch hay. What the heck? Oh, I like those suits. I like that suit actually. Gotta lower the volume. Let's keep moving, they say. Wait, I love this actually. It's so whimsical. I would like to admit that this is my style. It's very feminine. But I wear a lot of like black items. I'm still trying to figure it out because like I do have a very feminine side and then I have a very like gothic, like grungy side. So like my style balances on both. I can share you the Canva deck. We're watching right now the Chanel Haute Couture show that got released today. Holy shit, my OBS left for a second. I'm so sorry. What is happening? But I can share you the Canva link. This is public and open for anyone that watches the streams. And then I'll also go over it. I'm also sick. I'm sorry if I sound weird. I'm not doing the best. I'm not doing the best right now. But here, let me put it in the link. I'll put it in the chat as a link. Okay, that is the link. So you can see the stuff that I covered. I might as well put it in the YouTube chat as well. But yeah, we covered Hello Kitty shoes. Covered how there's a major anti-Shein law in France. Amazing. You should definitely look into it. I linked the blog article that I wrote in the past about it. It's 2 years old, but I've basically tracked France's journey in banning fast fashion. And it's finally has happened in some way where like they're penalizing Shein to operate in the country. So there's going to be a lot of fees against Shein, basically, if they try to sell stuff. Talked about Sri Lanka's first sustainable fashion show, how Martin Margiela is having his personal archive being sold. It's currently on display in Paris, but it's going to be sold. And then we're on the Chanel Couture show, and that's all I've gotten. That's all I've gotten through. Sorry. I'm like majorly sick. I got sick all of a sudden at 7, and I've been trying to talk this entire time. And I've been trying to make it into like a challenge for myself. But I'm most likely going to jump off or rewatching the show. So I'm going to watch a couple more minutes of this, and then we'll cover your links. And I think we'll call it a day, to be honest. I turned off the air conditioning. Maybe I should just turn off the air conditioning. That's so beautiful. Wait, I need that. I need it.
Kiss me out of the bearded barley nightly.
This music is a banger. Wait, the vibe is so immaculate.
Beneath the milky twilight, lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike up the band, and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling. So kiss me.
Whoa, that's so beautiful.
Kiss me down by the broken tree house. Swing me up on its hanging tire. Bring your flowered hat. We'll take the trail marked on your father's map. Oh, kiss me beneath the milky twilight. Lead me out on the moonlit floor. Lift your open hand, strike up the band, and make the fireflies dance. Silver moon sparkling. So kiss me.
Wow. These are like immaculate vibes. What the heck? It's Kiss Me by Sixpence. Whoa. None the richer. I fear I love this show. The pieces are so beautiful. Hey, party! Hey, hey, hey! Oh!
My life is likened to a bar.
My YouTube live stream is so cooked.
And I may have just what you're looking.
My YouTube stream is so cooked. Oh god, this is why I don't listen to fashion shows. Can I mute it? Dang it. I don't know what to do. Okay, let's just look at the recap. This is a recap. Okay, lots of colors. No, you have to listen to the song. It's not the same thing without it.
You would be surprised to find how good it really is. Take it and you never will be sorry that you did. The bargain store is open, come inside. You can easily afford the price. Love is all you need to purchase all the merchandise. And I can guarantee.
Hey! He did so good. Oh my god, he did so freaking good. That was beautiful. What? That was so beautiful. I love fashion. I love it with all my heart. Dude, that was the best ever. If you guys want to like do more like fashion stuff, or like want to watch more fashion stuff in your free time, you can always look at Naomi Osaka's outfit for the Wimbledon. Maybe I'll cover this last. You know what I was sick about? It was the air conditioning. I fear the air conditioning has been like making me sick. No. No, I don't want to be sick because of the air conditioning. I feel better now. Look at her fit for the Wimbledon. Wow. You can't hear the audio. How? OBS, please work. And also there's an ad on Twitch. Fine. Fine. This stream is so scuffed. I do want to pull up the stuff that Carrie sent over though, even though she's in an ad right now. Do not look at the behind the scenes. Alright, I think I'm going to cover just the things that she sent me. But, Wait, can I share something else? Dude, I'm just like pretending I'm leaving. But I really want to go try matcha in Chicago. I haven't been to downtown Chicago in a long time. So I kind of like want to go to that. And then I do want to go to the Chicago TED Talk happening October 3rd. Also, updates on the climate change week thing that's happening in Chicago. I don't think I'm going to go because there's a summit that I was going to go to. And I looked into it. I found out the website. Hello? And it's just not my vibe. It's just a lot of corporate executives, a lot of like nonprofit people. It's this one. On July 15th. I actually don't work on that Wednesday. Hello? Can you hear me now? Hello? God damn it. Can you hear me? Hello? 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 Oh my god, Carrie has just been hearing me like say hello. Marissa! What is happening with Marissa? Hello? Oh my god, this is the most scuffed ass. This is a scuffed thing ever. Wait, what if YouTube took... Did YouTube take down my stream? Oh, hell no. Wait, undercover journalism over here. Did YouTube take down my fucking stream? Oh, hell no. Wait, give me a second. Nah, did YouTube do me dirty? Oh, hell no. Wait. If I'm still live on YouTube and you guys are watching this, I'm so sorry. Hello? Okay. I think it's just Marissa, as I'm still up. It's still here. Where did my Twitch thing go? Oh my goodness. Give me a second. Marissa, I think it's just you. Here, let me let her know. I can also test the audio on my laptop. Wait, give me a second. What happened on YouTube? YouTube confuses me so much, especially because with fashion shows, they always get copyrighted. At least you can see like my real personality. This like I'm not pretending to be anyone. I'm literally this. This is me. I can also test the audio. Yeah. Okay, it's Marissa. Marissa, you're the problem. Marissa, you were the problem. What happened? I think you muted something on YouTube. Okay, yeah. It's okay. You can hear me now. What was I talking about? Let me recover. Guys, I'm actually myself. Like I'm a normal person. Isn't that crazy? Okay. What am I doing? I was complaining about climate change. The climate change week. Oh my goodness. I lost all my tabs. Ah! No freak out. No freak out. Okay, I found it. That never happened. Guys, I'm so cool and collected. It's almost like I controlled the entire situation without yelling. Oh, lovely. We found it. Everything's fine. Sorry to cause trouble. Oh my goodness, you're such a troublemaker. It's almost like no, I'm kidding. You did it on purpose. No, that was weird. I was so worried I was gonna get like something happening on my YouTube after the show, so I was prepared in a way. I'm not going to go to this Climate Innovation Summit thing, and I'll explain why. So essentially, I was looking it up, and it's all geared to like nonprofit leaders, and I don't know how to feel about being there because like I'm not in a nonprofit, I'm not an executive, I'm not a old white person, and I just feel like I would be like a fish out of the water if that makes sense. So this is the website I failed to look up last week when I was talking about this and when I was considering it, because I only saw the Eventbrite thing and I didn't see like the schedule on there. But essentially, they lay it out here in the website, and they're talking about how they're gonna have like trailblazers, but I don't see anyone like that resonates with me, if that makes sense. I just don't feel like I would belong here. I don't know how to explain this. I'm very discouraged. I don't know what I would learn from like CEOs. I can network. Is this how I can get funded for my streams? I don't know. I feel like this is not like up to like my standards, even though it's kind of related to what I do, like sustainable energy, sustainable manufacturing, litigation, collaboration, but it's like too corporate-y, you know what I mean? Like I'm more of a grassroots person. I do more like on the ground normal people sort of thing. I'm with the BIPOC activists. So like when you're talking to CEOs and like corporate executives, like it's important, but like it's not the language I speak in climate change. I'm more for the people, by the people, and this is like top down like leadership and more formalized structures that operate within our system, but they are creating sustainable change, and it's like good to be exposed to different people. God damn it. I'm sorry guys, my OBS is like weird. It's been cutting in and all. I don't know what's happening with OBS, but yeah, I'm not gonna go. I'm sorry. Marissa says no pressure to go at all, but maybe they would learn from you to be more inclusive. I could be like, yo, guys, where's the activists? Isn't this supposed to be Climate Week? Where's the activists? Where's like the grassroots organizers? Wait, this is. I feel so guilty though. I also showed you guys the wrong thing. I'm showing you the 18th. On the 18th, they have a $500 event. I want to show you like the actual Climate Week page, but I'm just getting flustered. Where's the Climate Week thing? Oh my god, I can't find it. I'm panicking. Where is it? Everything's okay. Why does the register now button it don't work? Guys, it don't work. It don't work. Where's the 15th event? Honestly, they have to work on their marketing for their events as well, because it's been so confusing navigating Climate Week for Chicago, because there's so many different links, so many different organizations. Not inherently bad, but like you got to streamline it a bit because this is confusing. Or I'm just dumb, but most likely no. Climate Week. Let me look it up. La 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 la. Okay, it's right here. I did not panic twice. Nope. Okay, there's awkward silence, guys. YouTube slime. Oh, yo yo. Hola. Yo 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 yo. You did not see me crash out, no. Do you like Shein? LMAO, I hate it. No disrespect. I hate Shein. We were just talking about it, but it was France. It was banned in France. I do not like it. Okay, so here it is. So it is on the 15th. It's just, I don't really see myself going. I think it's just like not really needed for me to go. It's also on a Wednesday and I should sleep in, so yeah, I'm not gonna go. I just feel so guilty. I want to do fun stuff too, and then I was gonna go to the DSA summit, but then I realized that the registration is like closed already, so I'm not gonna go to the DSA summit. as well. So I need new plans. So I may just go to the TEDx talk thing in October. But like, if I want to make content, I'm like, okay, like, what do I actually do? And I didn't upload a video this Sunday either. So I need to do interesting stuff. Europe is the best. Europe is the fashion capital. You get the best of stuff there. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Oh my god, I was going to talk about the Axolotls. Carrie, you also had some links. Dude, my brother was trying to talk to me about FIFA, and I like literally blasted him out of the kitchen. I was like, stop talking to me. I've been in a mood. I don't understand sports whatsoever. New York Times is gay-capped. No. Do you have any other links, Carrie? You had another Google thing. Open link. What is this? Guys, my voice is disappearing. Can you hear that? I quite literally can't talk. I love linen everything, bro. Linen everything? That's cool. Guys, I can't talk anymore. Oh shoot, it wasn't gatekeeping me. I can't talk anymore. Gary, give me a YouTube video. I don't know about sports. Let me look it up. Sorry if I'm pressuring you, Carrie. It's just my voice is literally disappearing. Can you hear it? Can you hear the change? I think you guys have been watching me for long enough to know that like this is not the vibes. I sent you 2 messages, but after the first one it disappeared red, so I sent another one. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with your messages. Let me just copy and paste. Don't worry. Oh wait, no, I can't even copy and paste. Let me pull up your message again. This is why I'm streaming every day, because I need the practice. Holy shit, I'm gonna remember this stream. The day that I got sick and I couldn't even talk and I almost threw up like 5 times and I refused to like cancel stream because of it, and I was like stubborn, and now I can't even talk anymore, but it's fine. Okay, Trump asked FIFA to review US players suspension. Amazing. Amazing. Is this it? Okay, I think this is it. Thank you, Carrie. Amazing, we found it. Let us get educated. We're getting educated, guys. Why is it not loading? Fuck. I mean fudge. Why is it not loading? Mama. Hello? Am I here? Am I alive? Holy shit, I can't even watch a video. Guys, you guys have been amazing. And it's been a lovely time, but I fear I'm losing my mind. Please load. Please load. Please, for the love of Carrie. Huh? Holy shit. This is pissing me off. Please! I don't have anything else to say. Oh my god. I'm just gonna sit here. No, don't make my entire thing. So how's the weather, guys? How's the weather? You're live. Marissa, I know.
This morning, questions being raised after word that President Trump asked FIFA to review the red card penalty given to U.S. men's soccer star Folarin Balogun. Last week, this controversial foul on a Bosnian player led to Balogun receiving the red card. He was ejected and was suspended from the next game, which is tonight against Belgium. Many experts were quick to call the red card undeserved, but FIFA insisted teams cannot appeal red cards. Presidents, however, apparently can. Sources say President Trump called FIFA President Gianni Infantino and asked him to review the suspension. And yesterday, the organization made the surprise announcement saying it would allow Balogun, the top U.S. goal scorer, to play tonight, saying his red card would now be suspended for a probationary period of 1 year. President Trump responding, "Thank you to FIFA for doing what was right and reversing a great injustice." Infantino has described Trump as a friend and last year awarded him the first ever FIFA Peace Prize.
This is truly one of the great honors of my life.
Balogun's teammates are relieved.
Obviously,
For us, it gives us a boost. We're really excited.
But other teams outraged by FIFA's decision.
It's a bad decision. Not good for the sport.
As for Belgium, who will now have to defend against Balogun tonight, their coach is mocking the decision, invoking April Fool's Day, saying, "I didn't know that at the World Cup, the 5th of July is actually the 1st of April. But the red card reversal is not unprecedented. Portuguese star Cristiano Ronaldo was given a red card just before the World Cup, which would have sidelined him for the start of the tournament. But FIFA intervened, allowing him to serve the suspension at a later date.
The White House has not responded to requests for comment regarding President Trump's potential role in FIFA's decision. Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
Bitcoin exposure.
Can you guys ignore the stream elements thing that popped up? I don't have no clue what that was. I'm so sorry. I'll take that off in the future. Stream Elements has a mind of its own. Please don't play those games. I don't know what those games are. I just downloaded it yesterday, and it's been operating my system. Carrie says this has only happened one other time when a corrupt Brazilian government overturned a red card for their team. Interesting. We can watch this one too. It may be the same thing. And then Marissa says, my bad, I thought it was an actual question when you asked if you were live. Lol, I missed the social cue. It was a joke. Hi, Carrie. Oh, they won? I don't really remember what I said, Marissa, to be totally honest with you. I'm sorry. Yeah. I was just freaking out. I was literally freaking out.
Well, the White House is at the center of a controversy.
Thank you for helping me, though.
Ahead of a big match today in the World Cup. U.S. media outlets report that U.S. President Donald Trump pulled strings with FIFA to overturn the suspension of a top U.S. player and get him into the game. Katie Nicholson is with us from Washington on this story. So, Katie, could you take us through how this controversy began?
This is just a huge shock rippling across the soccer world right now. So basically, U.S. player Folarin Balogun, he got a red card and a one-game suspension back on Wednesday in the game against Bosnia. This was canceled by FIFA ahead of today's big U.S.-Belgium match. So just a reminder that this is one of the U.S.'s top players, and he was supposed to sit this knockout match out after a really nasty-looking tackle last Wednesday. So refs had reviewed what was essentially a slow motion video. You see Balogun's foot rake down the leg of a Bosnian player and coming down on his ankle. So true, like a lot of calls, this World Cup, not everybody really thought that it merited a red card or that it was even intentional, including the U.S. men's coach. But it is the kind of tackle that often many analysts have suggested that you see players ejected from games in European leagues for doing sort of similar tackles. One of the people, though, who it appears was not on board with this decision, U.S. President Donald Trump. Multiple news outlets reporting that this basically was after a phone call from the U.S. president to the FIFA president, Gianni Infantino, about this call on the pitch, that this decision by FIFA was reversed. And so on Sunday, essentially, FIFA just makes this decision, tosses out the ruling, and then Trump posts on social media an acknowledgement of this decision, saying thank you to FIFA for doing what was right and reversing a great injustice. So the reversal, highly unusual, doesn't appear. Many soccer nerds have run to the annals trying to find out when the last time a reversal like this happened. Doesn't appear to have happened since the early 1960s, the reversal of a decision of this sort of magnitude. And it's being met with outrage in parts of the soccer world. And it is really worth remembering here the lengths to which Infantino has gone to curry favor with the U.S. president, even creating a peace prize for him. You might remember that he put around his neck at the Kennedy Center. The optics of political interference here and of favoring the last remaining host nation in the tournament being met with sharp criticism around the world right now.
I imagine a lot of reaction to this. What are you hearing?
Well, let's start with the Belgians, okay? Because they are, of course, going to meet the U.S. today in Seattle on the pitch. Royal Belgian Football Association saying that it was astonished by this, that it was exploring all options, and that would include an appeal. The appeal deadline, it was granted the right to appeal this decision. That appeal deadline was at 8 Eastern time, waiting for official confirmation at this moment that an official appeal was submitted. So that's still sort of up in the air, but certainly it seemed like they were moving towards that. And UEFA, Europe's soccer body, released a statement scathing, really, calling the decision unprecedented, incomprehensible, and unjustifiable, and saying that it had crossed a red line. So you got to remember, calls like this, they're not just about fair play, they're also about player safety, in theory, right? To ward off unnecessary injury. Soccer fans are also mixed in their response to this. Just take a listen to a couple of fans.
Surprised, I was on my way here in the airport and I saw the news. I thought it was a hoax, but I was so happy to hear and to confirm that he's playing. This is great. We need him.
Never thought that would happen. Seems a little weird, but excited to have him back, I guess.
It's deserved. He did not deserve a red card, so it's fantastic. Changes the game. Belgians should be scared.
Now, there's also been other football bodies that have weighed in, other leagues. The German Football Association president actually has asked FIFA to address how this decision was made and whether it was tied to a call, in fact, as has been reported, that Trump made to Infantino, and it essentially says that, this impression that there's been some sort of active political interference in the sport needs to be dispelled, and saying that the integrity of the competition and the credibility of FIFA are at stake. And FIFA's former head, Sepp Blatter, he's also been out on social media today. This is his post, Sepp Blatter, saying red cards are not overturned by political phone calls. They are overturned by rules, evidence, and independent bodies. If a U.S. president intervenes with the FIFA president and a player is suddenly cleared before a World Cup knockout match, the question is unavoidable. Quo vadis, FIFA? Football must never become a playground for political power. So it's just some of those reactions coming in here. And I think the other thing that really has folks concerned is if this kind of decision can be overturned before such a consequential match, what next? What other decisions? What other yellow cards could be thrown into contention after the fact? What happens if other heads of state make phone calls to Infantino? What if other sort of countries that are hosting make such calls? And will they get what is being perceived here as potentially sort of preferential treatment? So a lot of this sort of building and adding to the intrigue tonight ahead of the match. And as some people have pointed out, it's also it's going to take sort of the focus off the tactics on the field and bringing sort of the focus of the match into the political world.
I'm sure this will be a talker throughout most of today. Thank you so much, Katie.
You're welcome.
Perfect for game.
Yes! Wow. I'm learning about sports. You guys are watching it. Wow. What y'all saying? Y'all are saying so Trump made this big show of influencing the game using his connections only to lose miserably. They do be losing a lot. They do be losing a lot. It's gross. He's sitting president is interfering with sports. Yeah, I think he needs hobbies, to be totally honest with you. I think he has hobbies. Maybe he doesn't have hobbies, and this is his hobby. I feel bad for him. There's a lot of discourse about what constitutes a red card in this case, but regardless, the influence of one of the most powerful world leaders on a global tournament, whose head guy / favorite said leader, the implications are concerning. Yeah, this man needs a hobby, bro. FIFA already has a lot of corruption accusations as is. Do they? This is the first time I hear about this. I have no clue what's going on with FIFA. I heard that some company tried to gift the Mexico team some Rolexes or something, and they had to give it back. They couldn't be what's it called, influenced or something. Carrie says all of that in the U.S. still bombed so badly. I have to wonder if it was on purpose. I don't know. Yeah, FIFA tends to favor Argentina heavily, for example. Interesting. Is there anything else you want me to watch? That was kind of fun. Wait, I actually really like that. I feel like it was a casual like stream. Like it was just like us, you know, we were just like hanging out. I kind of struggle with that. I don't really know how to hang out with you guys and like watch the news at the same time. But this was cool. I like this. If there's like nothing else, that covered it pretty well, honestly. Okay. Guys, this was really fun. This is amazing. Thanks for... Wait, actually... Okay. I really enjoyed watching that. I feel like that was a really good ending. And it's so out of scope to, like, what I typically talk about that I feel like my brain actually, like, engaged in it, if that makes sense. Like, it wasn't stressful because it was new. And everything that I kind of talk about, I feel like there's a pressure to, like, be really eloquent with and be perfect about because I've been covering it for so long and it's so familiar that it just gets jumbled, if that makes sense. And like with new stuff, like I feel more clear about it because I'm processing it and like there's nothing holding me back. There's no history. It's just like fresh for me. So I would love any interest that you guys have to send it over. Like send it over. You can whisper me or you can for Marissa, like you can whisper me. It's on Twitch. It's like a little feature. You can also do that. Carrie does that. I really like it. So if you guys have anything you want me to cover or talk about, like I'm more than happy to do so. Like this was actually really fun. Carrie says there's also potential lawsuits over this because there's something in FIFA rules that states political bodies cannot interfere. Oh shit. So we shall see how it plays out going forward. But it really hurt our reputation even more than we already do. Oh goddamn. We screwed up, didn't we? We done did screw up on this one. Yeah. Drama. Well, what can I say? Politics is fucked right now. And our president is not the best. I'll have to learn how to whisper on Twitch. It's like the message bubble. It's on. It should be like. Where is the button if you like are trying to reach me? I'm trying to see how you would do it. Wait, give me a second. I'm trying to see myself. I don't know. If you go on your laptop, there's an option for it. But yeah, a simple Google search will help you as well. I don't know how to explain it right now. My voice is completely gone, but I hope you guys have a good Tuesday. Tomorrow we're doing a fashion design stream in my room. I don't know if I can actually have the air conditioning on because it makes me sick, but if it's not on, I'm hot. I just want to hide in a corner right now. I'm trying to like cover my face. Let me like put my face smaller. Yeah, this is fine. This is good. But yeah. Guys, I'm sleepy. I'm gonna go take a bath and go take a nap. And tomorrow I have a day off, so I'll just nap all day. If you're curious, I don't know why I'm sharing this. I'm gonna go to sleep tomorrow. I'm gonna be asleep all day tomorrow. Carrie says I found a cool article about the World Cup uniforms this year. It could be fun for next Tuesday. In addition, whispering it to you. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we'll cover it. Should we do like fashion news or like news in general twice a week? Because I actually really like news. And once a week sounds like too little. Because I'd be finding a lot of stuff and I don't have enough time to cover it on Tuesdays. So I may do it more often. I'm glad you're going to rest tomorrow. Hope you feel better. Okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll still be streaming at 7 p.m. Central Time. Thank you, Carrie. I saw your whisper. Amazing. But I'll see you guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. Stay safe. You guys are amazing. Y'all are beautiful. There's so much news all the time, yeah. Yes, we shall do more news streams then. I'll see you guys tomorrow then. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Bye.